Okay, so that does it for Bop or Flop. We're going to move over to...
This is a big setup, so give us a second. Hold on. There it is.
All right,
okay,
here we
we're
are.
ready. Here we are. We're over at our other podcast. How about Castlevania? Oh God. Oh, I can't.
Castlevania: Lament of Innocence. It's in the It's the origins of the saga. Oh, okay. Lament of Innocence. Remind me what platform that is on. Is that one of the PS2 ones, or is that one of the Game Boy Advance ones? Because I might have it.
You might have it.
I probably have it. If not, it'll probably be easy for me to track down. But yes, we will do that. On Sunday, we're playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, starting a Nuzlocke of that. It's the PS... Okay, so it's the PS2 one I don't have, I believe. I'll double check, and then I'll get that, because it's obviously on my list anyways. So
yeah.
I'll purchase that. So now,
we're
going to switch things over. We're going to talk about... I like it a lot, but I prefer Curse of Darkness for PS2 also. I do own that one, and that one is, like, disliked. I really like that one. So if you're cool with me doing Curse of Darkness, maybe I'll do that one, because that is one of my favorites. But
should we explain what we're about to get into?
Yes, we're going to do our podcast, our flagship podcast, as we call it. We're going to talk about, in this order, we're going to talk about Chris's week. We're going to talk about my week. We're going to talk about pop culture news. For this episode, we keep teasing. We're going to, start with Curse of Darkness. Cool, awesome. Yes, I'll do that. That sounds like a great plan. Then we're going to get into pop culture stuff. We're going to talk about, last week we talked about Amaranth and James Corden. Today we're going to talk about Kanye and Elon, and probably some other small little things here and there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a bit. We're going to do a segment, rather.
Yeah, segment.
Where we explore the fucking dark depths of the internet in various ways.
Just leave it there. How was my week, you say?
Well, hold on.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Chris, how was your week?
My week's been hectic, but I got a lot of good things going on.
Nice. Cool.
I'm getting ready for D&D. We're playing D&D soon, which I'm really excited about. We got our character building party on Sunday, which is super cool.
Yes.
I might have wrote some of the best songs I've ever written this week, which I'm really excited about and can't wait to share.
We have discussed the Bayonetta 3 controversy. It's up on our video game podcast on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We did talk about that.
We also have a video game podcast, which is every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And podcasting is always on Fridays, just for people who don't know, and video games are Sunday. And Wednesday, but they're not with us. They're with our good friends Drizzle and Monsoon.
Nope.
Monsoon's my wife.
Yes.
We got Drizzle and Tsunami.
Many weather names.
Many weather names.
Didn't notice.
I feel like I'm missing. Well, we did our theme song show.
Okay. Yes. So I have things to say about.
Can I?
Yeah. Go for it.
I felt we were all very pressured that week.
Okay.
Because they asked us to do another set.
Well, yeah.
So I had to me and the drummer had to throw together a Weezer set last minute.
Yes.
I mean, last minute. And I feel like we did a really good job. I feel like the theme songs kind of suffered for it. It was not as tight as I would have liked it to be, and it's upsetting because I know how good this band is, and the place was at capacity. They were actually turning people away.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what I have to remember is everybody had a good time. We didn't suck.
No.
And everybody had a really good time, and that's what's important. I just wish we were at our fullest potential, but these are also songs we only worked on for a couple weeks.
And we're only going to perform once.
We're only going to perform once, and then we got, what we do. We're an original band, so that's what we were focused on, and it was good. Everybody had fun. That was my biggest takeaway from the night.
If I may interrupt your week to talk about your week.
Yes.
I think it was really good.
Thank you.
I think everybody who played was really good. If you hadn't heard, Chris's band did a concert where everyone was a cover band. It was going to be Green Day, My Chem,
the Killers
theme songs, and the Killers, and then the Killers dropped out, so they needed to scramble together another set, and that set was Chris and another member from his other band who was performing that night, our friend John. So you guys,
We were Hello Weezer.
you guys threw together a Weezer set. And considering everything you said about that, about how you were like, it's last minute and this and that, I thought your Weezer set was really good.
Thank you.
I thought I liked it a lot. I liked the songs you picked. I was going to lightheartedly complain because you played El Scorcho, and I was like, that's not the song from Pinkerton I would play, though. And then you did play the song from Pinkerton I would play.
Which one?
Why Bother?
Yes.
Which I think is, in my opinion, the best Weezer song ever.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah. And then you played Say It Ain't So, and I was like, okay, a slow song. What's next? And then you were like, now we're going to slow it down. I was like, oh, even slower. Interesting. Then you played a song I didn't recognize. Then in my head, I wish I said it out loud to somebody so I could prove that this happened. But I was like, I'm in the mood for some Red Album. And then you played Pork and Beans. I was like, yes, I did it. I'm writing this set list. Yeah,
awesome.
I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed myself a lot. I don't think that your theme song set was bad. I know you didn't say it was, but I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it. The mixing was a little off, but that wasn't your guys' fault. But no, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Cool. Thank you. We did a lot of stuff, a lot of classic stuff.
And I feel like you we talked about this on the last podcast. But I feel like there's so much SpongeBob music that I feel like you might have even subverted a few expectations on what you were going to play.
Yeah.
Because you got a couple people like
making requests.
almost making requests trying to guess what you were going to play next, and they were wrong.
Well, the biggest complaint that I heard was no Goofy Goober, to which I have a response.
It's from a movie?
It's from a movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing TV stuff.
And it's also a cover of a
Twisted Sister
song.
Yeah. So, yeah, no worries, Hypocrite Crown.
Yeah, covers went if that happened. Yes.
It did happen.
Yes.
It went well. I was a little bummed. I felt like I didn't give my best performance because I was focused on a Weezer set that got thrown on us kind of last minute. But we did it, and we didn't have to do it. We didn't have to do a Weezer set. But we were like, we could throw it together real quick.
Yeah.
And everybody enjoyed. Everybody had a fun time.
Yeah, no,
both
I thought
sets
it was great.
Went really well. Thank you.
I thought both sets went really well. And I meant to talk to you about this during our Super Mario stream on Sunday. And I just the next day I was like, I didn't mention anything about the
I feel like this is a more
really
appropriate place to mention it anyways. I did get a DTF, so that was cool. My wife appreciated that. You know what? I'm gonna leave it right there. Anthony, how was your week?
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, my week, man. My week. So, couple little things. Last night I went to the store and I bought a microwave dinner. I bought two, actually. I was going to eat one of them.
I thought this was a joke, yeah? Okay.
No, this is not a joke at all. I walked to the corner store. I bought two microwave dinners. I heated up one, and then if you're wondering why there's white stuff all over my pants and a red mark on my finger, it's because I dropped it all over myself and the floor, and it burned me bad.
Oh, no.
And it was one of those situations where, if it wasn't burning so hot, it wouldn't have made as much of a mess because I could have caught it. But, it fell right on me, and I was like, I need to fix this. And then my finger hurt all night, which didn't help trying to get to sleep because my finger is in a lot of pain. I've been sleeping terribly this week, just astronomically terribly. And I used my terrible sleep schedule to my advantage to have a little impromptu horror movie marathon.
Okay.
And we have a movie podcast, so I don't want to talk too much about movies, but I have a little game. I'm gonna list every movie I watched and give a very brief 1-sentence review, and I want you to pick one that I will talk about further.
Oh, okay. I dig that.
I watched Malignant.
Oh, you're gonna do that right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watched Malignant. It was weird, and I'm not sure if it was supposed to be funny. I watched Jennifer's Body. I did not like it. I think it was supposed to be funny. It was kind of weird. I watched all these movies, by the way, I've watched for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I watched Scream.
Oh.
I absolutely loved it. Wes Craven is quickly becoming my favorite horror director. I watched It Follows. It Follows was kind of boring. And then I watched Train to Busan, which is a Korean zombie movie. It wasn't horror. Oops. It was more action-adventure. The guy who played Gilgamesh in Eternals was in it.
Oh.
And then I watched Us, the Jordan Peele
your
movie.
first time watching Us.
Yeah, my first time watching Us. Didn't hate it. Didn't dislike it even. I did like it. I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would. And then I watched Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, which is the brand new Scooby-Doo special.
You're counting that as horror?
Which was, I mean, basically, yeah. It was extremely good for more reasons than just the obvious Velma's a lesbian now.
An extremely goofy movie.
An extremely goofy movie, Halloween, which is not a movie, but it could have been.
It could have been.
But it's not. So that, yeah, that was all the movies I watched.
Okay. You didn't watch Nope. Well, which if you weren't that into Us, then I guess makes sense.
Well, I watched Us because I want to watch Nope. It Follows was the first movie Chelsea and I watched together, and we could not sleep at the door. Oh, really? I thought it was kind of not good because it was so boring. I was very scared of the trailers when it came out, which is why I didn't watch it when it came out. And I was like, fuck it, I might as well watch it. And I watched it, and it was just like, have you seen It Follows?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't want to talk about it too much because I want you to pick which one you want me to talk about.
Yeah, well, now that we've already began, so let's talk about that one.
Oh,
I was gonna say Scream. Oh, would you rather me not go
No,
that way?
it's just okay, here's what's up with It Follows. I know I just asked. I forget. Have you seen it?
No.
You haven't. Okay. So It Follows is essentially it's a sexually transmitted horror monster. Essentially. You have sex with someone. It's just a thing that looks like a normal person, and it just follows you. And when it catches you, it kills you. And the way to get rid of it is to have sex with someone. Now it's following them.
Oh.
But you also have to make sure that you have to follow up with the person you had sex with and make sure that they have sex with someone else, because if they get killed, the thing's going to be back on you.
Oh.
So essentially, movie starts, main character girl is with this guy who's kind of acting weird. They have sex, and then you find out that he's being weird because he's being followed by the thing from It Follows. And then it follows her for the whole movie. And there were some very creepy shots where there's people walking in the background, and you can't tell if one of them's the thing or not.
Yeah.
There was a couple shots where I was like, this was my favorite part of the movie. There was a couple shots where it was just in the background, but the characters weren't talking about it. I was like, it's there. It's following you right now. And then the scene just ended, and it went to a different scene,
Yeah.
Including the last scene, because the last scene ends with them walking down a sidewalk and someone's following them, but you can't tell if it's the monster or not, so you don't know if their plan to get rid of it worked.
Now I want to watch this.
It's all that being said, I was kind of.
You said you were bored with it.
It was kind of boring. It wasn't it was very artsy. I feel like it had a lot to say about what a horror movie can be. And I was getting some weird vibes from the movie, so I looked up who wrote and directed and produced it. And this was his first movie, and he hasn't made a horror movie since. So I had no I thought I was going to be made by the guy who made this one. I was like, oh, okay, I kind of but no, it was a new person who's never made a movie before. They're outing into horror. The soundtrack was really good, but I knew that going in.
We did get a comment. Craven is good, but I'm quite partial to John Carpenter myself, especially The Thing. I think that may well be one of the best films ever made.
I have never seen a John Carpenter film, so I apologize. But I've heard that before. I've heard that comparison between Carpenter and Craven. I just for those of you who don't know, a couple years ago, I, for the first time ever, watched every Friday the 13th movie.
Yes.
And then halfway through, I was like, oh, fuck, oh, shit, he's going to fight the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was like, fuck it. And then I watched all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And even though my point was to watch all the Friday the 13th movies, I found myself liking the Nightmare on Elm Street movies more Wes Craven's New Nightmare is still my favorite horror film of all time. It's so good. So when I found out that he also did Scream, I was like, oh, well, I got to tune into that eventually.
Yeah.
And it was interesting watching Scream, knowing who was going to make it out just based on like the trailers for the new ones.
Right.
But that movie was cool. It Follows was definitely form your own opinion. It was creepy for sure. And I think if that was the only movie I watched, I might have also had some trouble sleeping or whatever. But I was just like, first of all, I was like 22 hours awake at that point. And also I was like 4 or 5 horror movies deep. So that one compared to Malignant and Us and Scream was just sort of like, eh.
Okay, that's fair. You had an action-packed week, so.
Yeah. There was something else I watched, but I'm keeping it a secret for D&D inspiration reasons.
Oh.
Not anything that'll happen soon, but I watched a thing and I was like, conceptually, this would make a cool Halloween one-off. So I think I'm going to do that next year.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say what it is.
It's fair.
Yeah. So I did that. I think I'm going to continue watching some tonight. I think I'm going to watch Werewolf by Night again. I really liked it. And I feel like there was one other thing I was going to mention about my week. What else did I do? I definitely had something I was going to say about my week. Probably not about a video game because that's not this podcast. I don't know. If I think about it, maybe I'll say it later.
Okay.
But I feel like I had one other small thing I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember it. So,
okay. That's fine.
Moving on to
Kanye.
News, yes. So, if you want a good action film from Carpenter, I'd recommend Big Trouble in Little China. If you want horror, then you can't go wrong with Halloween or The Thing. They Live is also fantastic.
Oh, I didn't realize he made Halloween. Yeah, Halloween kicks ass. You haven't seen Halloween, right?
No, and I kind of am not interested in Halloween. I might watch the first one eventually, but as far as I've been told, there's like 9 of them, and like only like 3 of them are canonical or something like that, and it gets really muddied with like this character is alive even though they died in this one because they want you to forget about that one. And then
interesting.
From what I've been told, the new ones, the like reboot series, the ones that just came out, it was
wait, somebody. I think it must be Chelsea. Oh, it's Mason. He commented as us.
Oh. Oh, damn. No, you're good.
Drizzle, ladies and gentlemen.
That's funny. Big Trouble in Little China is definitely good. That was me. I said that. No. Yes, that's funny. I didn't even notice that was happening. I was like, yes. Yeah, no worries.
No big deal.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, the canon of Halloween right now, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but the canon of Halloween
I don't know.
The canon of Halloween right now is Halloween and then the 3 new ones they made with old woman Jamie Lee Curtis, and everything else is non-canonical.
So I watched through the Halloween movies. I don't remember this inconsistency that you're speaking of, but I also probably wasn't paying attention. Hard.
It's something like there's 1 and 2, and then 3 doesn't have Michael Myers in it. And then
there is one that he's not in.
They were like, ignore 3. Here's the 4th one. It's definitely a sequel to 1. And people were like, what about 2? And they were like, I forget about 2. And then they did as far as I can tell, they did like a 5 and a 6. And then they were like, forget it. And then Rob Zombie made his remakes, which are obviously intentionally detached.
Yeah.
And then there's the 3 new ones, which I'm pretty sure are called Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, something like that. And those ones are canonical, and you're supposed to the Halloween picks up right where Halloween left off, only 30 years later. And apparently, the new Halloween, the one that just came out, is terrible, and everyone hated it.
I heard nobody liked it, and they made Jamie Lee Curtis sign a contract that said this would be your last Halloween movie that you make.
She said something in an interview once that was like, I'm only gonna do them if I think they're good or something. So they must have like written that first Halloween remake, and then they were like, sign a contract for 2 more, and then so interesting to me also that, not knowing anything about this series, that the girl who's being hunted by the Thing survived this whole time. Like she wasn't
Michael Myers.
the Jamie Lee Curtis character is still around.
Oh yeah,
which is so interesting to me because like she's the whole like point as far as I can tell. And that being said, I'm pretty sure she does die, but that one's non-canonical. It's just a mess, I've heard, the Halloween series.
Interesting. I'll have to watch it through again. I never really noticed the inconsistencies, but the first one is really good.
I might tune into the first one and then just like call it a day on the series after the first one because
you can't watch Freddy, Jason, Scream. Like there's the fourth one.
Yeah.
There's the fourth one just sitting right there.
I feel like the same could not be said about Chucky. I feel like Chucky's pretty skippable, but Halloween is like
there's like the top 4, and then you get like Chucky's the next
Hellraiser
tier.
Yeah. There's a tier. There's a B tier.
Chucky was really. I like the Chucky series. The Child's Play, I think, is technically what it's called.
Yes,
but
it's called Child's Play.
I really liked it. That's just me.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yes. Kanye Wiggity West.
Yeet.
What did he?
West.
Yeet or whatever his name is. Yeah. So
Yee.
I sort of. Yeah, it's just YE, right? Is that what we're doing?
I think there's been variations.
Okay, whatever.
Yeezy, I believe, is one of them.
Yeah, I knew that one. I don't care about this individual. I sort of heard what happened. Please enlighten me on exactly what he did.
Okay. Ooh. He was anti-Semitic.
Yes.
I know that much. It seems like it was one big thing that he did. I wish I was honestly kind of banking that you knew because I just don't give a shit enough about this guy.
I think it happened on Twitter. I think he said something anti-Semitic on Twitter, and now he's canceled, which made me and a bunch of other people on the internet, including you, question, like...
Why this time?
Why this time? He's always been a shithead. When he was running for president, he said slavery was a choice. That didn't get him canceled.
Yeah,
but him being... And, like, here's the thing. I'm not saying, like, but that's worse than that. It's all bad, right?
Yeah.
Him being anti-Semitic, he definitely deserves to be canceled.
The question that I think we both have is, why was this the final straw? And there might not be an answer.
Right.
It might just be, the floodgates finally opened. That was just the last crack, and that's what needed to be done.
Because that's the interesting and shitty thing about cancel culture is because sometimes the floodgates open over and over and over again, and the person still isn't canceled. Like, there still hasn't been a last straw for Tim Allen.
Right.
There still hasn't, technically speaking, as far as I'm concerned, been a last straw for J.K. Rowling, who, as far as I can tell, is an insufferable human being who's always sucked, and she just happened to make a few good books. And it's finally happening where someone who's always sucked, people are just like, and another thing, fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that. So Adidas dropped him, right? I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you. Sir Boy of Lard. I love that name. Thank you for mentioning that. So Adidas drops him, right? Now you know that
what did Adidas do?
That was his main source of income, from my understanding, was he had a deal
clothing line,
with
shoe
Adidas,
line or whatever.
Yeah, or even just a branding deal. The Kanye West
line of Adidas products
or something to that effect.
So they dropped him.
And he's been like crying poor for like 4 years or something, right? Like, he's been putting his own money into his music and whatnot, but yet he's still, you got to deal with Adidas, but you have no money. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
So they finally dropped him. He might actually be in financial trouble at this point. And so then he goes into Skechers unannounced. Clearly, he's trying to find somebody to give him a deal, and he was escorted out.
Oh, he literally like showed up at Skechers corporate?
Yeah.
And was like, hey, what's up? It's me, Yeezus. I want a new shoe. And they were like, please leave, security.
He was either escorted out of Adidas or Skechers, but I'm pretty sure he was escorted out of Skechers.
That's actually hilarious. That's a hilarious visual to me. Just like, yo, what up? It's me, Yeezus. And they're like, first of all, put a mask on, idiot. Second of all, security.
Do I have a...
Kanye West is on the...
Kanye West shows up uninvited in wake of Fallout. Adidas Fallout.
Fallout 3. 13 years ago today.
Yeah.
It's all connected. James Corden.
Yeah, Kanye West escorted out of Skechers headquarters after showing up uninvited.
Wow.
Official. He was escorted out.
Even if he wasn't canceled, that's not how to make your dreams come true. That you can't just be like, if you're fucking like if you're Sega and you get dropped by, I think Atari owns Sega. If you're Mr. Sega, if you're head of Sega, you can't just walk to Nintendo of America and be like, we need it. Come on. We don't have a thing anymore. Just come on. Like, send an email or something. Don't literally walk to Skechers with your tail between your legs. That's so funny to me. That he was just like, I need a shoe.
I really thought, reading through that first, I thought he went to Adidas unannounced.
It was like, fuck you, I'm going to Skechers.
No, but he straight up, and they were like, please leave.
That's like
right?
some drunk uncle at Thanksgiving shit.
Here's my visual for you're crying. Here's my visual for Yeezus.
Yeah.
And I'm finally comfortable calling him that because now he's unliked.
Oh, man.
And it really, that trope of like you're breaking the ice away, but you're on the piece that's about to break away from the rest of it.
Sure.
It really feels like that's what he's been doing with humanity. He's just been chipping away at every other and just waiting for him to be completely isolated. It really feels like he's tried to isolate himself from everybody for the last 8 years, and it finally happened. Everybody finally said, oh, wow, you just fucking suck, huh?
That's what I keep waiting to happen with Tim Allen. Because you're right, Kanye West over and over again is like, that's right, I'm the actual incarnation of Jesus. And he just looks around, he's like, we're still good? Okay, I'm going to keep going. And And then he was like, slavery was a choice. And then he was like, there's still people here. Okay, it's something anti-Semitic? And then the room is empty now.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it's like the fall of Usher. And he's like, what did I do?
I'm just curious what his reaction is going to be. Is he going to be like, finally, you people see me for who I am? Or is he going to, I don't know. It really,
no, he's going to, how this fucker, he's going to release a new album called Everyone Hates Me. A Kanye West biopic, and it's like that's not what a biopic is, but sure. And then it's gonna.
I like how in this story, okay, I'm with you.
And then the album's gonna fucking tank because this guy sucks, and he sucked for the last 10 years. And musically speaking, he's probably also sucked for the last 10 years. I haven't listened to this guy since 8th grade, because that's just what you do in Massachusetts when you're in 8th grade. You listen to Kanye West, in the early 2000s. So I can only assume that that's bad. Also, I don't know. I'm obviously happy that not happy. That's a weird word.
Well,
I'm relieved that we're finally on the other end of this thing, and it makes me hope. It gives me hope for Tim Allen and J.K. Rowling that eventually we'll get to the point where they're hated by literally everybody, and they just fall out of relevancy because of how booed they were off stage.
It's funny. I saw his face pop up, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Why are we still giving this man attention? And it was finally like, well, it's done. It's done. We finally done it. He's finally done it. Actually, nobody did anything. He is literally that meme of literally nobody. Nothing.
Yes, yeah.
And he just, nobody asked him to do any of this. Nobody said, Kanye, we need you to do this. We need you to put a stand here. He just decided he was like, you know what? I'm going to suck right here. And I'm going to die on this hill for no reason.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of brands and a lot of YouTubers and a lot of production companies being like, we stand with the Jewish community. And I was like, oh no, what happened? Because you hear that shit and you think the worst. You're like, oh, was there a big a shooting lynching or something? Yeah. And then you find out that Kanye West is just being a dickhead. And I had a thought of yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because he sucks. And then I had a thought of oh, it's happening. He's getting I'm watching him get canceled.
Yeah,
which is great because he sucks.
And if it seems like we're going a bit hard on Kanye, if you're like, man, we have been talking about this on this podcast. We've had 4 or 5 different conversations about
cancel culture or just Kanye West.
Just Kanye West, just being like, man, this guy just keeps doing shitty stuff and nobody cares.
Yeah.
And it finally happened. Yeah, Hypnocrown, I just wanted to say, I wanted to wait till you were back. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate all you do in helping us out. And kick ass, dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah. But I think we can land the Kanye.
Let's change gears and talk about Kanye's real life best friend, Elon Musk.
Okay, is Elon Musk? I know nothing about this dude.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah, I know that. I'm sorry. I know he's weird.
You heard what he named his most
yes.
recent kid,
well,
right?
Maybe not most recent, but I know one's a math equation.
It's a math equation, straight up. Yeah.
There was actually a comment, not a comment, but there was a video of a guy referring to his daughter by that actual name, because I guess she has a nickname, because why wouldn't you?
Right.
And he didn't know what he was talking about for a second. Elon Musk. He was like,
oh.
He was like, oh, you mean my daughter? And it's like, well, yeah, you're the one who named her that.
Yeah,
bro.
I, the interviewer, am trying to be as formal as possible
and respectful.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk was like joking. He was like, oh, that sounded like just some random load of shit you just said. And it's like, yeah, that's what you named her, man. But yeah, he bought Twitter. I don't know
officially.
If that's good or bad. I just saw in the news today they were talking about what does this mean for having Trump back on Twitter, which I thought was an interesting.
Oh, I'm sure Elon will keep Trump banned.
Right. Well, that's why. So I
because here's the thing. Say what you will about Elon, I'm sure
he knows how to make money.
I'm sure he's doing some good and some bad for the planet. Donald Trump is like a net negative for all of humanity. Keep that fool off Twitter.
Well, not only that, but even if he was pro-Trump or whatever, he knows how to make money, and he knows that people will stop using Twitter if he allows Trump to come back.
Right. Yeah. No, I think Elon Musk, say what you will about him, maybe he sucks, I'm not quite sure, but I think that he's enough of a businessman to know that if he changes Twitter the way that they changed MySpace and Tumblr, that Twitter's going to fucking tank.
Right.
Because Twitter right now is like an information hub, you know? Whenever I hear something, I'm like, is that real or fake news? I go to Twitter to see if people are talking about it, you know?
Right.
My parents, frequently, I'll mention like, yada, 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 but I don't watch the news. And they're like, you should watch the news. And I'm like, I get all my news from Twitter. If something happens that's important, I'm going to go to Twitter about it. I heard about the famously I took a nap and then the January 6th raid on the Capitol building happened. So I woke up from my nap and then all that shit was happening. And I found out literally all that from Twitter.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I had enough points in Kristen's channel to get a guide the raid, redeem. So that's why I think you guys should have that as well. Thank you so much. 2,000.
Yeah, a guide the raid would be a cool.
Oh, you should have that as well.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah, we can do that. Even if
that's
Trump...
super cool. I thought he was what do you call it? Monitoring the channel. What is that person called? A mod.
Right.
I thought that's why we got raided, but dude, that's even cooler.
Well. Yeah,
he actually spent channel points
that's very cool.
Thank you so much, man.
That.
Yeah.
Sir Boy of Lard says, even if Trump is unbanned, I don't think he'd return to using the account.
I'd hope not. We don't need that bullshit anymore.
That's funny. I never think about Elon Musk. I found out on Twitter that Thunder hadn't slept in 26 hours. Oh, yeah. Fucking this dude posted some whack shit. And I was just like, did I read that right? Am I, like, way too tired? Hold on.
Wait, who posted some whack-ass shit?
Mason.
Oh.
Expose you.
Oh, no.
On Twitter. No, I'm doing it.
Wait, he's a partner of the channel.
He said some shit. Everyone thinks it's weird to drink Mountain Dew while eating chocolate cake until you remind them that oranges and chocolate are delicious together, and Mountain Dew is orange flavored. And I commented.
I thought it was.
I commented, nothing you said makes any sense, and I can't tell if it's me being awake for 26 hours or if it's what you said is actually bonkers. Mountain Dew main ingredient is orange juice.
I'd believe that. I
believe you. It's a ginger citrus soda.
Well,
it doesn't taste like oranges.
I thought it was lemon lime. I thought it was supposed to be whatever company makes. I thought Mountain Dew was
it's
Sprite,
the Pepsi Sprite
in Sierra Mist. It's like on that.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
But it's almost its own thing. The flavor's so unique, it's almost its own thing.
But when I drink Mountain Dew, which I don't often, I don't think orange.
That's interesting. I believe you, Mason. I believe you. And I also wouldn't give you shit if you drank Mountain Dew with chocolate cake. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, that part, yeah. See, that part, I'm totally for. Drink whatever with whatever you like. You know, everyone's got a different flavor palette. But I do want to push back on the fact that green Mountain Dew does not taste like oranges. But maybe I'm wrong. You have some. I say this with all the respect in my heart. You have some weird food takes, my dude. Have we talked about Elon enough? can I move on to?
Yeah, things are happening with Twitter. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, one bit of news that I did want to talk about real quick before we get to our.
I like that as a video idea. We should blind taste some sodas and see if we can do that. You don't need the diet orange, but like, what if we blind tasted some like Crush, throwing Mountain Dew and stuff like that? You know, Orange Crush.
So
I gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
Oh, do we have?
We're almost there.
Okay.
We're almost there.
One piece of news I wanted to say: character actor Leslie Jordan died suddenly.
Oh
no. He was on a number of sitcoms. He was on Call Me Kat. He was on Will and Grace. He is just generally speaking like a very positive personality. He was in Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, which is the worst ever. But he got into a car accident and died, and it's unclear if it would appear as though, this is just a rumor, but it would appear as though he like suffered a medical emergency and lost control of the car, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
There's still an unaired episode of Masked Singer that's going to air this season that he's on. A very disturbing death count for Masked Singer this year.
Really?
We have Leslie Jordan as a guest judge, and then Anne Heche was supposed to be a competitor, but she passed away before the season got filming. So yeah, just sort of a very sudden death.
Creepy.
Those are always upsetting. Blind taste test could be fun. I've seen some.
Yeah,
do that.
I'm down for a blind taste test.
Spooky Snorlax, who I think is Chelsea, says
yes.
Okay, but you're also talking about a guy that likes
chlorine. It says chlorine.
Chlorine is not edible.
I don't think you're supposed to eat. Mason, don't eat
inhale chlorine.
I remember him from Lois and Clark back in the 90s. I hope that no one else was hurt in that incident. Yeah.
I don't think they were. They're being secretive about what happened. I forgot he was on Lois and Clark. I don't remember what he played because I did watch that show. I was way too young for it, but it's fine. It's about Superman.
My mom said that about One Tree Hill. I didn't want to watch One Tree Hill, but it was about Superman. And once I found out it was about Superman,
One Tree Hill is not about Superman.
No. What show am I talking about? Smallville.
Yes.
Smallville.
One Tree Hill is a like a Dawson's Creek style drama.
Chelsea's cackling over here now, Mason says.
No, I don't care about Chelsea right now. Respond to what I said. Do not drink chlorine. I know why she's laughing. I'm very funny. But don't drink chlorine. Don't drink chlorine, my guy. Don't. You're not supposed to. You can enjoy the smell, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if Coraline had some chlorine? Because their names sound similar, I think.
Yeah.
Coraline.
That'd be a good rap name for her.
A weird movie.
I can't even say it. Oh my god.
Chlorine Line? Is that what
Chlorine.
you're saying?
Ooh, Chlorine Line. I like that.
Do you want to know what's so weird about Hypno Crown referencing Coraline? The mom from Coraline played Lois Lane on Lois and Clark.
Oh.
Anyways, yes, we're gonna do our segment, which will only be interrupted by Mason confirming or deconfirming that he's drank chlorine. And I'm gonna do myself a favor. I'm gonna go incognito.
Okay, so yes. Okay, we are doing our segment. Our segment is called Goop Troop. It's about the online website called Goop. If you don't know what Goop is, it's the lifestyle product website run by Gwyneth Paltrow. The only thing is,
interesting way to describe a complete far snake oil racket.
The only thing is, it's a load of bullshit once you get into it. And that's what we're about to do. We're going to get into it. The prices are insane. So what we're going to do is Thunder is going to look up a product. He's going to describe the product. He's going to tell us about the product. Then we, collectively, are all going to pick a number as to what we think the price is for said product. And we're going to find out who wins. I'm going to play. You can play along if you want. You don't have to play along, but we're going to have some fun. So he's finding a product. Sometimes they have categories, too. So I don't know. Do you want to give us what category you're looking into?
I am in the pleasure shop.
Oh, it's back. I didn't realize it was just completely back.
I am.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yes, I am in the pleasure shop. I've been here before, and I'm here now. This product.
That is your quote. That is this year's quote from Thunder.
I'm in the pleasure shop. I've been here before, and I'm here now.
Oh, I don't purposefully drink chlorine. Weird way to start this. But it stays on your hands when you get out of the swimming pool.
And then what? It adds a nice salt taste. Okay, so you have tasted it.
Hypnocrown with the most logical response.
That's why you should wash your hands before eating anything. Yes. If a bug landed on you, it's most likely that it laid an egg on you.
Oh.
So wash your hands before you eat.
Unless you have chlorine laying around, because that'll kill everything, including you, Mason.
Including the user.
Anyways.
So what I found are pasties.
Oh, good.
I'm going to show a picture.
Yes.
And hope that it doesn't auto-show the next one. Because
for
obvious reasons, there's some pictures I probably shouldn't show on Twitch, just in case. But this is the picture. It looks like what you'd think it looks like.
Wait, how, what's the next picture? How?
It's just a woman wearing them, but it's like
okay.
yeah.
You think they'd get us for that?
I think they've gotten other people for less. So
the pleasure shop of Gwyneth Paltrow. You know the funny thing about that is she definitely doesn't use any of this shit because she knows how bunk it is.
No, because she knows that it'll kill her immediately.
This isn't bunk. This isn't necessarily a farce. You could probably buy these and they'll be really nice. I bet you they're expensive though. So why don't you tell us about them?
Very short product details on this one. These smooth, glossy gold pasties come to a central peak and look divine under shearless bralettes and strappy play suits. 100% copper. Two pairs of pasty stickers included, and when I click show more, it doesn't, because that's all there was to write about it.
So wait, it's copper? Copper isn't a slick term.
It's copper, but it's painted gold. It looks pretty matte to me, but in the picture of the woman wearing it, it's got a shine to it.
Interesting.
But you'd think that pasties would be made out of fabric and not metal. Is that where you were getting at?
No, well, you used the word gold to start.
Yeah.
So I was like, is it gold plated? That's crazy.
It's gold painted because it does say 100% copper. I'm going to remain here, tension, because I'm going to go play Horizon West. Much love, have an awesome stream.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hypnocrown.
Thank you for the raid. We always appreciate it.
If you don't follow Hypnocrown, by the way, make sure you do.
Yes,
because he kicks ass.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so here comes the fun part. Let's decide what we think the price of this product is. I'm going to say this number keeps coming to mind.
Okay.
I know nothing about the cost of this stuff in general, but I'm going to say $90.
Okay.
I'm going to say 90.
I actually recently, with one of my coworkers, we went to, the fuck is that store called? Forever 21. We went to Forever 21, and there was a display of pasties there.
Oh,
and
really?
They were going for because Forever 21's kind of designer. They were going for like 10, 15 for a pair.
Okay.
But you said 90 for these.
I said 90. The wild hypno escaped.
So, everyone else in chat, if you would like to,
we're gonna wait a little bit.
Throw out a price for what you think these pasties, which I never mentioned, are called the Vanna pasties. VANNA pasties. That word is not explained in the product details.
Ooh, we have one. Copper pasties, like $58. Very specific.
Okay.
Very specific.
We got 90. I will wait a few more seconds. Our chat is going faster than it usually is, so I won't wait too long. But I will wait until I'm done with this sentence. So, the Vanna pasties, which look gold but are 100% copper, are going to set you back $110.
Oh shit! Get wrecked, Mason! I finally won once. I'm just kidding. I never win. You know that.
Yeah,
Mason knows I never win.
That was the closest you've been in a while.
Yeah,
I think, right?
I was within $20.
Yeah,
that's exciting for me.
This is all. I don't want fucking cream that you put on your
Yeah.
face. Because that's all these fuckers do. Ooh, what is this? Oh, a dinner plate.
In the pleasure?
A silverware set.
In the
no,
pleasure
no,
section?
I'm in,
Oh.
Now I'm in exclusive to goop.com. This
Ah.
is a napkin?
$110.
Those are just
That's fucking ridiculous.
Napkins are disposable, my guy. You wipe your germs on them.
Unless you're Mason.
Then you just fucking anything goes. I'll put chlorine right in my mouth.
I'm sorry. That was funny, though. Now I want to go in a pool and then have a crunch bar.
What? No.
Yes.
Don't eat chlorine.
It's not going to kill. One time it's not going to kill you.
Oh, my God. You are part of the problem. Okay, I'm getting nothing here. I'm going to go back to the thing I was going to do. It was right here, whatever this is. Let me just quickly breeze through it. Okay, this is what I thought it was. Okay, so this is the Lyma, all caps Lyma. So maybe we'll find out what that stands for later.
Sure.
The Lyma laser starter kit.
Okay.
So here's a picture of it in someone's hand.
Okay. All right.
And then here's a picture of it on someone's face.
And here's a picture of it on someone's nipple.
And here's a picture of it on someone's dick. Ooh, this is long. Okay, cool. This next level Goop exclusive near infrared clinic grade laser delivers real and pretty incredible results for wrinkles, firmness, and more.
Oh, no.
It's 100 times more powerful than a standard at-home LED treatment, and it is the only 500, I believe that's megawatts, 500 megawatt laser cleared by the FDA for fucking once. Something is
my
cleared
God,
by
wait,
the
yeah.
FDA for cleared by the FDA for at-home use. They
my God.
They probably had to.
Yeah,
because
you can't.
you fucking my face, and then you're dead because you just lightsabered your face off thanks to Gwyneth Paltrow. The before and after. Cleared by the FDA for
Don't
at-home
scream
use.
my face in a house where people are also in.
They're watching the stream though.
Fair.
The before and after have to be seen to be believed. We're not going to show you. Just buy it, idiots.
Right?
The laser helps rejuvenate skin from the base layer for beautiful, radiant, healthy-looking skin. It works on all skin types and tones. What if it was like, but not Puerto Ricans? Like, it's just like, of course it works on all skin types. Works on all skin types and tones on face and body with no pain or downtime. Or downtime? What does that mean?
You are busy when you're doing this. You got your pasties on.
Just you're topless in public because you're wearing pasties. You're lasering your face off on the public transit. Just use it on the area that you'd like to treat for 3 minutes a day. After the 3 minutes, move the laser to the next spot you'd like to treat.
Oh, wait a minute.
Their way of saying like you're gonna die if you do it for too long.
Not only
It is a
that,
laser.
but like how big is the laser that I gotta hold it to one spot for 3 minutes?
It's this big.
That's not that big.
I know. So you hold it to one spot for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, move the laser to the next spot you'd like to treat. And then, in 3 months, prepare to be amazed by the change.
Okay.
Wait. What is the return policy for Goop.com? Is this literally a scam? I mean, like, yes, right? But, like, this one doesn't say non-refundable, which means you can refund it. And they're like, well, just do it for 3 months, and then you'll see the results. They're there.
But like you can't return. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But like it's a 2-week return policy.
What? I don't know. Oh, shipping and returns. Hold on, I've never cared. I need to know.
I like that.
Returns are accepted on this product within 30 days of the order date.
What if you don't even get it? Wow,
Items must be returned unopened and unused in its original packaging, along with the completed return form.
Some things don't even show up in 30 days, though. I love this comment. I think I'd rather shave with a Death Star.
Oh,
yes,
God.
You're getting it.
Okay, so I'm not even fucking done. Contents include medical grade 500 milliwatt. If it's lowercase m, w, uppercase w, is that megawatt? Medical grade 500 megawatt Lyma laser. Never found out what Lyma means.
No.
Laser your
dick.
Motherfucking ass. Travel pouch, USB battery, charger, battery, and Lyma authenticity card. That was a lot. What do we think the scam
$300.
lightsaber?
$300.
$300.
And we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. See what people think.
That's a great question, honestly. Like,
that is
Mason
a really
asks,
good question.
Okay, but is it testicle safe?
Probably not. It's probably not safe at all. But like, definitely not there.
First of all, it's not safe at all. It's a huge scam. And if you buy this and you get scammed, you just watch.
Ooh, it's definitely $6.99.
What I've been trying to tell people, trying to promote,
500. We got a 500.
is that if you buy a product from Goop and you get it, you're like, this is a bullshit scam. Just watch the movie 7 and all your anger goes away.
Oh my God.
Without spoiling that movie. Okay, so what did you say? 300?
I said 300.
We got 300.
We got $6.99
from Sir Boyd of Lard, and we got $6.99 from Mason. Mason is the winner because the Limer Laser Starter Kit will set you back $2,700.
And you can't return it.
And you can't return it because it's a scam.
Before you find out if it works or not.
We're not going to provide actual pictures of people lasering their goddamn face off. Use it for 3 months, idiot. And if it doesn't work, fuck off. But have solace in the fact that it is the first Goop product in history, as far as I can concern, that is FDA approved. We went the extra mile for this scam.
That's why it's $3,000.
It's FDA approved, but it doesn't work. Every Goop product should come with a label reading what's in the box.
I love it.
Yes. Oh my God. Why doesn't she lean into that more?
Listen, I have to.
Yeah. Sorry, we're done. We're done. Stream is over. Thank you. This stream was great. Thank you, everyone who.
Thank you, everyone. Listen, if you liked what you saw, we do video games, we do podcasts, we do video essays on our YouTube channel and shit. Please check it out. It's free to follow, so please follow if you can. With that, I'm Lightning, and my God, I gotta go.
Oh, okay. I'll keep talking to the people and then sign off in a sec. So yeah, while he goes and poops, stream is where am I looking? Over here. Stream is over. Mason says, "Do you know how many vagina candles I could get for that money? For $2,700? That'd be like, oh God, what? That'd be like 289 vagina candles." Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.